Welcome everybody to this edition of Attention Talk Video. I'm your host, ADHD and Attention Coach Jeff Copper, and I'm here today to talk about clutter. And in another episode on Attention Talk Video, I talked about the notion of a museum. A lot of people have things around the house that represent memorabilia or memories or proof that they had done something at some point in time. And when I've coached many people that are trying to clean things out and get rid of clutter, they often look at an item as a shirt and just think it should be gotten rid of, yet they haven't gotten rid of it since they were maybe in the 6th grade. I've had a lot of success by working with them in identifying, is it a memory or is it some type of memorabilia that they have, and then coming up with the concept that maybe it should be put in a museum somewhere. Now, that's not a museum like the Guggenheim or something like that in New York, but your own personal museum. And I actually did a video showing that I actually have my museum. I've got my letter jacket from college, from Indiana University, from my swimming days. It's memorabilia. I'll never wear it again, but I keep it around because it's like proof to me that I did it. So in doing an interview with a professional organizer, it was fascinating to me because we were talking about this particular concept on Attention Talk Radio, and a little bit of an aha came to me, and when she said that, basically dealing with memorabilia or the museum type stuff, the stuff that has memories, is very difficult. It's a very time consuming thing. And when she goes into people's homes that she's trying to help organize, they take all the memorabilia and put it to the side, and then they organize the rest of the house. And she said that when you actually attack the memorabilia side, sometimes it can take months or years. And it kind of struck me because in that moment I began to realize that, yeah, in fact, if you don't have an emotional attachment to it, it's usually pretty easy to let go. It's that stuff that's got some sentimental value or some type of symbolism, as I described. Well, let me back up. So the idea is, if you're going to clear out the house, number one, grab all the memorabilia, put it to a side, and then organize your house. You might find that you can rip through that relatively quickly. And then as we speak right now, I'm actually coaching a woman where we're going through this process, and all the memorabilia is going into one room. I got a picture of it the other day. It's pretty massive and pretty overwhelming. And the museum that we're going to put this in she doesn't have that much room. So we're having to go through and kind of pick the best of. She's actually doing this with a body double to kind of work her way through that stuff to kind of put it out so she can actually filter through and determine which are the real things that she needs to keep and some of the things that she needs to let go. The reason I'm shooting this video today and sharing with you is that distinction between that memorabilia stuff that's actually being the more difficult stuff to declutter. And if you go into it with that mindset and identify it, I think that you might find it's very, very productive in terms of moving forward to the next step. And if you can identify it, we can kind of isolate it for what it is. I am going to do a couple more videos on decluttering, about how you can deal with some of the memorabilia stuff. But for this purposes now, I just want to share that insight, is if you are decluttering and you do like the memorabilia and the museum type concept, that actually clearing out the memorabilia or whittling it down is really the hard stuff. So, with that being said, subscribe. I always get this wrong. Subscribe to our channel right here by clicking on the subscribe button, and please leave comments. I'm always motivated, and I always learn a lot, and I always like the show ideas you guys give me by the comments that you put. So, with that, we hope you've enjoyed this edition of Attention Talk Video. Take care.